everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tastemakers.
You remember we promised you exclusive insider access. We're actually going to be touring a design studio and office.
You guys are about to see something incredible. Let's go.
My name is Patricia Ho Douven. I'm the founder and design director of White Jacket. I started White Jacket 12 years ago and with a vision of finding the white space in hospitality design. So I started White Jacket 12 years ago in the hope of creating a different design and basically redefine luxury hospitality design. And with, of course, a more female and Asian voice, I feel that this trade also needs some diversity. So by the way, that's something that I would really like to share.
Yeah.
I really like this segment of yours, which is really interesting. My gram, the description of my bio is space crafter, tastemaker, and storyteller. There you have it.
So we're actually here to
consult you
with the professional.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Because you're the real tastemaker.
She's the real tastemaker.
See? This is part of the whole creative hub. It's our retail gallery. So we create a lot of bespoke furniture pieces, art pieces, which will display them here. It's also a space where we can gather and have discussions. So if you look at this table, do you find it familiar?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen this.
Under my block.
Void.
Under my
Yes.
block. Yeah.
So this ubiquitous fixture that we often see in Void Deck, we put it here so that we wanted to generate this sense of communal and social spirit. So we want to encourage people to come together.
Right. Together
have
with
a
the
chat.
steps behind as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why the finishes is also kept to like bare concrete finish.
Yeah.
So this is the Breakout Lounge, and right next to it is our meeting room. So all the spaces are interconnected, as you can see. So this is the meeting room. Yes, everything here is bespoke. So for example, the table, instead of a regular long rectangular table, which is really boring, we have our table in the shape of 8. So this is to encourage communal interactions, and there's no head or no tail. So basically there's no boss. And also the chairs around here, they are all sort of work around with this shape. The bench is bespoke design as well, same as the stool, and with this various furniture, we can rearrange the furniture depending on the setting and requirement. So the glass, even though there's no window in this space, but it helps to bring in some natural light. Next to this is actually our work area, but you can't see them and they can't see you as well.
And of course, we have to talk about this lighting.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's bespoke as well.
Yes, definitely. So many of these pieces were inspired by my childhood memory, and as a child, I was very crafty. I like to make things. So this lamp was inspired by the mobile and kites I used to make as a child. And Calder, who's the mobile artist, is also one of my favorite artists. So I would like to kind of create a balancing act light fixture, so to create some sense of movement in this meeting room. So here is the secret office.
Oh wow! This is your office?
Yes, this is my space, and this is where I do all the design work, sketches, and this table is also our bespoke design. It's made in this shape, like a kidney. It's because I do my computer work here, and this light that gives more brightness is where I draw. And also, the other thing to just look at left, right around you, these arches. Is the series of arches that was inspired by the Elgin Bridge. So we have it. So what they do here, besides adding this curve, is also formed as an aperture to look at these different spaces. So one of the very important space, of course, in this entire studio is the workspace, which is right here. My office is no longer a hidden office. It's actually part of the main studio area. So we have this arch that frames my room. So what is important for me is still the connectivity with my team.
Right, which is why it's not a glass door.
Yes. This is our office space. So we have 3 offices across the region. In Singapore office, we have about 20 people. We have an office in Bangkok, which is around 10, and we also have an office in the Philippines.
That looks to me like an oyster, right? Oyster shaped.
pebbles.
Yeah.
No, guys, this is reflecting our neighborhood. So we are actually sitting in between Boat Quay and Clarke Quay. So these are the edges where the steps where people can sit.
Oh.
And the blurred edge here, which is all made with charcoal, it shows the water line.
Also, it's like an aerial point of view.
That's right. And the colorful pieces represent the bumboats that travels along the river.
Yeah.
So we have to interrupt this episode to bring you a very important announcement.
Hit the subscribe button. You know you want to.
Thanks, bye.
This is another entry to the office. So this space is really interesting. It's basically an extension of the atelier space, which is a gallery. So we'll have different various exhibitions here. This is one of the exhibitions now we are collaborating with NAFA. So these tools are painted by NAFA alumni and they are for sale. So we auction these tools off and the proceeds will go to NAFA to nurture the next generation artists in the form of scholarship.
Wow, that's very meaningful.
Yes.
We are finally in the kitchen.
Yes, isn't that great?
Yeah.
This is our show kitchen and bar.
Yes.
I'm just looking for snacks.
So I'm always very sensitive towards hue, color, and actually mixing color. Don't be afraid, it's just balancing. So I like within a monochromatic space to have this jubilant color.
Yeah.
It's really a feature as you walk down the corridor, it really catches your eye. And I think at the same time, it just adds this more of a chirpy, cheerful sort of atmosphere.
What is the inspiration behind this tigress?
Can you see the resemblance?
Oh, is it a portrait?
Oh, I have to do this?
Get her a glass.
Yeah, it's a really cool piece. So basically, it's one of the feature piece of this exhibition that we are currently having. It's called A Decade. This is where a counter space where we share drinks a lot. And the shape is actually inspired by one of my personal preference. I like to wear stilettos.
Oh, so you made a stiletto heel here?
Yes. So it's very elegant. It sort of complements this artwork as well about this sassy lady. Welcome to the atelier space.
The atelier space. Wow, that's like a cool name.
Yeah, that's a cool name. Why was it important for you guys to have a gallery space here?
Yeah, so basically I really love art and I was exposed to art since I was a very young child. And that's why I think today our design style is known to be very artful and atmospheric. And using art, we use a lot of art to sort of infuse this cool design narrative. So we want to create spaces that is not just a look, but rather it's more of a feeling and an attitude.
Yeah.
This is also an event space. So recently we had a private dining here.
Oh, wow.
Private dining surrounded by art, and it was really, really, really interesting, really cool.
Patricia, thank you so much. Today, in between takes, I was telling Reuben that it's the first time in a long time that I've really been mind blown. I felt very inspired by all the intention and how you manifested that into this wonderful space.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun and we are really happy that you guys feel inspired being here. This is actually the intention, to create a space that inspires people.
Yeah.
You know what else would make us feel really inspired right now?
Champagne.
Champagne.
I
I think we should.
Well,
make
let's
it.
go.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
go! Alright, we're done with the tour. Reuben, what do you think?
So many things. I think the first thing would be that this just isn't like any other conventional office.
Yeah.
Right? You come in, it's almost like an art gallery, you've got flooring. And I was just telling Aiken earlier, right? Like when I go into the space and I really want to enjoy the experience, usually there's music, or maybe, you know, I've drank something before, so I'm feeling a bit good. But I didn't need any of that. I felt so nice, you know.
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
to this.
The one word that I felt here was inspired. I love that Patricia weaved in like her personal stories into things like a lamp, things like the kitchen design, the intention to have an art gallery. I think that's so meaningful, but yet it also came from a very personal place.
And I mean, she brought up like local artists as well. That's amazing.
I really haven't been like this, like wow, in a long time. So today's episode was quite special for me.
100%. All right, so that will wrap up the tour for today. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, if you guys want us to tour any particular spaces, feel free to reach out to us via email. And with that, we'll see you every Thursday.
Hey, so I was thinking, right, maybe we need to find a way to have a private dining party. So you need to learn to paint, and then I need to learn to like sculpt something, so we can be called artists. Then we'll be invited. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you learn how you know how to paint?
I can.
You know, usually people at art gallery they will walk around.
Yeah.
So we're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.